Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
Black Ops always go bad. If you have to deny the action, it was a crappy action.
Commander, you might want to check in on Commander Williams down on the observation deck. The Allied primes are relaying any hostile combat data they can decrypt. I never thought I'd be linking Geth into the system.
Omega from Bray. Subject Omega. Things are settling down on Omega. Looks like the Talons are the new security force on the station. The leader said something about honoring Kandra's memory. I'd say they were being cute. Except they're not shy about backing up the sentiment with firepower. Be careful out there. No, there's at least one Batarian here that doesn't want you dead. Bray. Status update 314.20R from Invalid Extranet domain. Geth programs and hardware designation. Legion have requested Prime runtimes update. Shepard Commander on platform status. Complying. Prime platforms housed in server 02241-14511 remain stationed on Rannoch. Creative forces prevent transfer of Prime platforms to Geth transport vessels. Cessation of Creator Geth conflict required to assist Shepard Commander, designated allies. Await conflict status update.
Asari, who were turned into Reaper creatures.
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't. I talked with Williams. Between the 212, Horizon, and the Council's other guards, it's like death just follows her around.
Mother, matriarch Benesia.
Yes, what about her?
And remember Samara, the Asari Justica?
Where are you going with this, Kenneth?
Have you noticed that older Asari women seem to be a bit more ample? Do you think they just keep growing?
Kenneth!
I think I'll spend my sunset days in an Asari retirement home.
If I don't kill you first.
Commander, you flew that Geth fighter out of a dreadnought?
Actually, Legion did the piloting. I was stuck in a storage compartment with my squad.
Would have loved more time with that ship. Too bad we sent it to Hackett's team so quickly.
Williams?
Oh.
What have we here?
Oh, sir. I'm off duty. Your voice? Sir, not so loud. Please, thank you.
Why are you curled up on the floor?
Am I? Oh, my head. So heavy. Can't move.
Ah. Enjoy your evening?
I'll be back to work in 30. Ugh, maybe 40. I swear. Just give me 45 minutes. Shh. Shh.
How did you end up in this sorry state?
Just wanted to let off some steam. Vega said he had just the thing to take my mind off stuff.
And did that thing come in a bottle?
Yes.
This empty bottle?
It's empty. Oh boy.
You know, I think it might be time to test the fire alarm.
I'll pay you 1 million credits not to do that, sir.
2 million, and we have a deal.
You're a damn space pirate.
I could order Joker to sing to you over the comm.
I hate you.
I hate you...
Sir.
As you were, Williams.
Cold floor. Oh.
I had hoped the Geth would have analyzed any Prothean technology they came across. You're saying you found none?
No. On this topic, our knowledge is not significantly greater than your own.
That's too bad, but thank you for looking.
Shepard Commander placed faith in us. We will do the same for Normandy.
You mean the Normandy's crew?
We do not see a meaningful distinction.
Hello again.
Smuggler Manifest, youngest system. Operative Morales sent Smuggler Manifests of an Ajabaziska-class freighter to authorities in the youngest system. The manifest follows. Tons of Dexter amino food supplies. Livia amino acid food supplies. Tons of platinum. Alliance fighter craft. Uriki interceptor craft. Inactive. Mothballed on lower deck. 300 indentured workers, slaves from Karshan, recaptured attempt to escape Reapers, mainly Batarian. Authorities will seize the freighter in 2 hours. Per the broker's request, the youngest government has agreed to provide the slaves asylum and certificates of citizenship in exchange for future favors rendered.
Thank you for the data packet. The results are available on the Information Network terminal.
Tali, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment. Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me. And I don't know if I can save them.
You're doing everything you can. If the fleet falls, it won't be because of you.
I helped my father and Zen's ideas, the new tech that made an invasion too good to pass up, that's based on my father's work. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tali.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. That probably sounds stupid. It's just, I know I'm not really qualified for this.
You're doing fine, Tali. And thanks.
I should get back before the Admirals get into trouble again. I'll talk to you later.
I found something.
Cyone, this god world's claim to military fame is its that it was assaulted repeatedly during the Krogan rebellions, but never occupied by more than token forces. The Sari cut off the Krogan supply line at the Citadel relay and drove the invaders out. Today, antimatter generators on the surface and in orbital stations provide fuel for military starships throughout Sari space. Matriarchs defending the planet today have vowed to maintain Cyone's legacy. They pledge it will fall to no enemy, organic or synthetic.
Shepard, about 72 hours ago, the reactors at adjoining Turin-Asari fuel depot went offline. Scans at the station are cold. It's deserted.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate unchecked. I need you to get in there, find out what's going on, and get those reactors back online. Captain Riley's on site doing preliminary recon. She leads one of our top engineering teams.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
Commander, Corporal Nyrek reporting. Captain Riley is on point waiting for you.
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal?
3 tours. Been through thick and thicker. The captain always sees us through.
Stay sharp today.
Always, Commander.
We need a radiation workaround, soldier.
On it, ma'am.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots not possible.
Captain Riley?
Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant. Got it, Captain.
Good work, Coslow.
I'll take it from here. We're facing an unknown enemy here, Captain.
If they're still on site, my team will help send them to hell.
Ready your team to hit Reactor 2, Captain.
Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear. Directional guidance error.
Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Good luck, Captain.
Something terrible happened here.
No more waiting. Take the fight to them.
Just stay sharp, people.
Radiation proximity warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
But radiation is blocking access.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area. This looks like ventilation control.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible.
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
Riley, you in position?
Affirmative. Awaiting your word.
Initiating restart. Commander, Captain, I'm reading a lot of movement. Headed your way.
Incoming!
In progress.
Kill them all!
Hold tight. One of my people is coming.
Roger that.
Javik, save their asses.
Yes, Commander.
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley.
What about the Prothean?
Nothing, Commander. No one's answering my hails. But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Will do. Treatment plan for chemical burns. This is pretty detailed.
Restart is complete.
Reactor fully powered and operational, Commander.
Commander, you saved our asses. My team is in your debt.
Thank our friend from the last war.
A useless gesture.
Job well done. Report back to the shuttles.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready. I read Captain Raleigh's report. It says she and her team wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm glad I could help.
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
A little downtime from Ashley Williams. Shepard, this may be a dumb idea, but I heard you were having some trouble sleeping. Don't freak out, word gets around. Anyway, I was thinking it would be nice for us to get together. Just the two of us. Find a quiet spot in the Citadel, or try to at least. We could both probably use the downtime. And I have points incoming if you'd like to join me. Ashley.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zan. Have you reached Koris's escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Koris sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost Admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
What makes finding the Admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
They've lost a leader in a war they didn't want.
Their wants are immaterial. We are committed. Even Koris understood the civilian fleet's importance. The invasion would be stalled without a supply chain, after all.
I'll do what I can. Keep your civilians safe.
I make no promises. My own ships must be coordinated for our final strike on Rannoch.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Koris crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact him. Make sure to proceed with caution.
Zen? Admiral Zen?
I'm afraid I cannot reconnect. The signal is too weak.
Looks like we're on our own. Take us in to the tower.
We're taking fire. The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
To be standing here in the land of my ancestors?
Shepard, once we find the Admiral, I advise that we...
Edie, what's wrong?
The jamming signal is strong closer to the tower. I am experiencing signal loss with my systems on the Normandy.
Could it be lag from your new body?
It is unlikely, Tali. Lag usually lasts no longer than 5.2 milliseconds.
They came so far.
We need to radio Admiral Koris if we're gonna find him. Let's get to that jamming tower.
Are you injured?
I'm okay. Watch out for more mines.
There are Geth below us.
Inbound jet!
The Geth anti-aircraft guns are up ahead.
We should be able to disable it.
One of us must shut down the anti-aircraft guns, Shepard.
Tali, you take the guns.
No problem. There's gas dropping in!
Good. Now let's shut down the two by the tower.
Shepard, there's someone alive. It's okay. We're here.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorn Hatched. I clean engine parts.
This place is filled with geth. You should have hidden.
I thought I could buy the other civilians time. Fight some geth. There were so many. First time I've even held a gun.
Don't move. We've got Medigel.
Oh, I've lost too much blood. Go. Look for the Admiral. Destroy that jamming tower. And you can radio him.
We'll find him, Dorn. I promise.
Please. Listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Koris can get us out alive. And my son. Tell him. Tell Jonah that his father made it to the homeworld.
We will. Rest well, Dornhazd vas Rannoch.
Let's get to that tower.
Mounted turret.
Let's look at the gun's console. We should be able to disable it.
Looks like data on the jamming towers. Could be useful. Alright, that doesn't need translating.
Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
Take it out, Edie.
Affirmative. You should be able to operate a vacant gas turret yourself, Shepard.
More gas!
I require more time to deactivate the turret. This anti-aircraft gun is offline.
Let's get the last one.
Yes, by the door! Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
I want you on this, Tali.
Right.
I'll signal the shuttle. Commander Shepard. Dorn didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I'm coming in with a shuttle. Where are you?
My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
No, the Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
Give us your coordinates.
Leave me. My crew will soon be overrun.
So will you.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
Admiral, I need you leading the civilian fleet if we're going to end this fight.
Civilians, our entire race took up arms for this insanity. It's too late for us.
It's only too late if you die down here.
You can't possibly think you can stop this war.
I don't know. What I do know is that I can't do it without your help.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
We're coming.
There's the Admiral! We have to hurry!
I've got this! You're clear! Go! Geth behind you! Get in cover! It's clear! Go! Admiral! Come on! Welcome aboard.
Shepard, my crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Admiral Koris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
We've got to go.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies. Commander, unrest has spread further than I thought. You were right that I return.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why your people needed you back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Zen, we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through Geth debris.
You yourself said their life signs were weak. They might already be dead.
It's not your call to make.
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology. Fine. I'm diverting ships to rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard. I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are, Shepard.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
Shepard, Commander.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
The data you forwarded about the Geth was disturbing. It doesn't match the stories we tell.
Having second thoughts about the Geth?
Admirals don't have the luxury of second thoughts. What do you need?
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships, medical vessels, and live ships. Once again commanded by Admiral Koris, thanks to you. In peacetime, they made up the bulk of our fleet. Now, our strength would even give the Turians pause.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
Dr. Gillies, the research scientist found on the research station in the Cyone Nebula, was working on a paper that argued nanocircuitry could solve complex behavioral problems in commercial VIs. The doctor's theoretical work seems to be supported by data and the Crucible's blueprints. She now heads the department building the weapons circuit boards. Advanced starship fuel. Helium-3 is used to power the vast majority of commercial starships. Chemical engineers on Cyone added experimental mixtures of compounds to the gas to make a more efficient fuel for ships traveling long distances. One of their new formulas is used in starship transporting major loads of material to the Crucible, speeding up the building process. Geth Prime Platoon. Geth Primes are built to house more programs than other platforms and operate as mobile networking hubs. The combat software provides a boost to any Geth nearby, coordinating and directing attacks. Since the destruction of a Prime unit causes the processing power of other Geth to drop, Prime hardware platforms are heavily shielded and well armed. Admiral Koris. When Admiral Koris sacrificed his vessel to save a live ship, the civilian fleet thought they'd lost their leader. After Commander Shepard brought Koris back, he passionately argued that the safest action for the civilian fleet was to stay with the flotilla. His captains rallied and stayed. The story of Koris' miraculous survival on Geth-infested Rannoch has spread throughout the flotilla, making him a reluctant hero as he mourns the loss of his ship and crew.
Lieutenant Commander Williams said something about enjoying some downtime on the Citadel. Might be a nice break for both of you.
My cousin Dorn from Naftiel was Griegeld. Commander Shepard, the civilian fleet is grateful you have returned our admiral to us. I'm more than those who fell on the homeworld, but Koris stopped many vessels from flying past the waiting guns of the Geth. The Admiral told me you met my cousin Dorn Hast on Rannoch. It means much to me that Dorn was not alone when he passed. Thank you, Commander, for all that you have done. Yours most sincerely, Captain Naftel was Griegeld.
Cerberus, Asari-made Solaris armor can resist even the tremendous heat and kinetic energy of starship weapons. The armor is nearly unsurpassed in strength because its central material, carbon nanotube sheets woven with diamond chemical vapor deposition, are crushed by mass effect fields into super-dense layers, able to withstand extreme temperatures. That process also compensates for the diamond's brittleness. Diamond armor itself has two limiting disadvantages. First, while nanotubes and CVD diamond construction have become cheaper in recent years, it remains prohibitively expensive to coat starships or aircraft larger than fighters in Solaris material. Second, the armor must be attached to the ship's superstructure, so shock waves from massive firepower can still destroy the metals beneath the armor itself. A popular misconception holds that the diamond composition of Solaris armor gives it a sparkle. In fact, atmospheric nitrogen impurities during the super-hot forging process give the armor a metallic gray or yellow sheen. Cyclonic barrier technology, CBT, attempts to solve the higher-end limitations of traditional kinetic barriers. Traditional barriers cannot block high-level kinetic energy attacks, such as disruptor torpedoes, because torpedo mass effect fields add mass. The CBT violently slaps aside rather than halting incoming linear force. By rotationally firing their mass effect field projectors, ships create rapidly oscillating kinetic barriers instead of static ones. Shooting through the CBT is like trying to shoot at a target inside a spinning ball. Significant drawbacks to current CBT configuration prevent its use on anything other than frigates and fighters. Its many high-frequency sensors and emitters require frequent maintenance and replacement. A partially damaged CBT can endanger its operator, who is surrounded by rotating mass effect fields, skewing in unpredictable directions. Fortunately, if an emitter is damaged, the CBT corrects to become a traditional shield array, a safety feature that makes it most effective during opening volleys.